I wanted to talk about something, Carlos, that not all tax preparers were really accustomed to doing business in this way, in terms of sales calls or scheduled phone calls specifically. When I've been getting to know you and your business processes, it seems like scheduled phone calls, sometimes called sales calls, are really a huge part of your operations and your success in the tax problem resolution business. Is that an accurate perception? And if so, why are these calls so important?
It's really critical in regards to these calls. I don't call them sales calls. I call them my consultations, and sometimes and the reason I call it that is because when I first got into the sales business, if you want to talk about it, sales scares everybody. I got to do a sales call. Everybody is afraid of being a salesperson. But when I'm consulting a client, it's basically a sales call. It's just, the opportunity to hear what's going on with somebody, the opportunity to find out if you can help that person, and then giving them an opportunity to work with you if it's right for them. So, and without that call, that consultation, there's no money with this business. Unlike the tax prep business, a lot of times people know they need to get their taxes taken care of. It's just they go into, if there's, if you have a retail location, I'm going in there. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to pay some money to do this. There's really no kind of sales to it. With tax problem resolution, you're presenting them that opportunity of solving a big pain in their life, and you're going to explain to them how you can be a solution to that pain and what that entails. So that's basically the sales call is kind of pricking the pain a little bit and moving forward with it. And if you do enough of these, you start getting paid some really good money.
So would you say then that when you're going to go on to one of these calls, because I think you're right, a lot of people feel kind of some butterflies or a sense of anxiety even, like, how do you feel going into these calls? Like, how do you kind of get your mind right to really have a good call with one of these people that, you might be able to help?
Oh, excellent. As many of you guys probably already know my story, I was in the medical industry, and being in the medical industry, you start to understand people. When you're in that industry, people are in pain. They need help. You're there to see what the pain is, to assess the pain, and see what you can do to help them. So when when somebody's coming into my office, I don't get nervous. I don't get scared. I kind of think back of my medical training is like, these people are in pain. They're hurting. I'm just going to give them that opportunity of relieving some of this pain and sharing with them how we can relieve that pain. So that's why I don't get nervous. I'm actually excited when they come in, because I know that when they come in to see me, whether they hire me or not, they're going to leave here having a better understanding of the situation that they're in. And I've talked about this before in other calls. I would say anywhere from 15 to 20% of the people, I will show them how to solve their pain, because it might be something so simple they really don't need to hire somebody. So they can walk out the door feeling good about that. And for those the other individuals that we can't solve it right there, I'm going to give them that opportunity to at least know that there is a way to solve that problem, and I'm going to show them how I can solve that problem, particularly. Or if they decide to go with somebody else, at least they know. I always give tips. If whether you don't hire me, here's what you want to look at if you do decide to hire somebody.
Yeah, I love it. I think really having that service-oriented attitude is what most tax pros really thrive off of, and kind of gives us energy. So if we can kind of bring that into these calls, that seems like a way to really enjoy them. And I think when we enjoy them, anything that we enjoy, I feel like we're going to do better. We're going to do better than if we're like, I hate doing this. I don't ever want to do this again.